Hi Leo, welcome to your weekly fork. No, I keep saying that. Welcome to your December 2019 love reading. I'm so used to the weekly forecasts, guys, but here's your December 2019 love reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, we're going to see what's happening with our lovely Leos for the month ahead in the area of love and romance. We have our lovely little December theme set up here. All right, here is, we're going to do 5 cards. Here's card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, oopsie, card number 4, and card number 5. Okay, darlings, here we are. Your first card for December in love. We have 6 of air. Lucky you. That's like a nice card to have come up. 6 of air is getting away from drama. So if you have a relationship, well, one thing I do want to say, guys, is that the Mercury retrograde we most recently had, like the past Mercury retrograde we just had, and a lot of the astrological energies that were happening and the moon energies that we had coming in, we're really creating a lot of energy for conflict and misunderstanding and arguments. So Leo, some of you may have had that come up. Like some of you maybe were kind of susceptible to that, or maybe you were really feeling that energy, or there was some misunderstanding in your love life, or just with other people in general, even if you're single. But 6 of air is indicating that you're getting away from that. Like it's like it's done. It's in the past. You're ready to leave it behind. You're ready to move forward and to have like happy, positive experiences. Some of you may be being invited on like a little bit of a getaway with someone. For some of you, maybe you haven't been getting to know this person for very long, and you might be surprised they're inviting you like to go away together for a little bit. Or, you know, if you have had a relationship where you all are working on the relationship, you all may be making a decision to take a trip or a time away together to work on things, to heal things, or to just become closer, to leave drama behind. Some of you, I feel, are going on like a little baby making trip. I just like some of you are like, you know, going away to try to work on you know, expanding your family. But overall, just all across the board for all the Leos is coming into happier, more positive energy, leaving drama behind you, being able to focus on bringing in like happiness, like peaceful kind of energy. So next we have here, my dears, the Queen of Earth. Okay, some of you could be dealing with an air sign. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, right? Not air, earth sign. So you might be dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Overall, though, when I see Queen of Earth, it's saying that you really need to be in your body right now. Like you need to be in the physical realm. Okay, the fact that you have 6 of air coming up is telling me just in general, your brain, your mind may have been really occupied lately with what's going on. You may have been in thought mode, or you may have been in planning mode. And Queen of Earth is saying, Leo, you need to come back into your body right now, and you need to be in the physical realm. So if you are trying to be closer with someone, like you're in an existing relationship and things have been kind of funky, or you're trying to manifest a relationship, you need to be paying attention to the home environment, to the way that you're feeling when you are by yourself. You know, your home, your house, or your apartment, or whatever, it needs to feel like a home. Okay, good food, nice food, comfortable pajamas, comfortable bed sheets, nice pillows, things smelling good, things feeling good. There needs to be a sense of sanctuary. Okay, so for example, say you have a partner and you're like, I don't know how we can be closer, or I don't know how we can talk more, or I don't know how I can get them to open up. You're going to get them to open up by giving them a sense of comfort, by giving them like it's a comfortable thing for you all to be together. It's a physically satisfying thing for you all to be together. Or if you're trying to manifest a relationship, you need to be really super present in your body and really comfortable in your own skin. You need to be very pampering towards yourself, very loving towards yourself, very nourishing towards yourself. You need to be in that physical energy. Okay, that's what Queen of Earth tells me. Sometimes also she can indicate, or she can come up when clutter, physical clutter, needs to be removed out of the way. So maybe it's hard for you to feel comfortable in your home environment because there's clutter, or because there's just things that, you know, aren't very organized. So it might be a good idea to do a little bit of an energy cleanse in terms of like your possessions, things that need to go, things that are not, you know, of use to you anymore. You haven't used it in a long while, or it's broken, or it's just damaged and you're not going to fix it. But especially, and I can't remember what other sign this came up for, especially if you have things that are connected to certain exes, old relationships, or people that have caused you sadness, or things that are reminding you of like a difficult time. It's going to be a good idea to get those things released, to get those things let go of, to cause yourself to clear out those old energies, to make room for a more positive kind of love energy. Next, we have here King of Fire. And Leo, this could definitely be you. This could be you coming into your fire energy, coming into all of the positive aspects of being in that fire energy. And this could also indicate a lot of passion, like deciding to move forward with something. It can also indicate that, you know, you or someone else may be taking initiative in full force, like really wanting to move forward. Some of you are manifesting a partner who is very, very independent, very independent. It could be you in your independence, and kind of like as you're going along with these, entrepreneurship kind of things, or you may be doing something to give back to the community. You may be meeting a very significant partner. I almost feel there's this energy here with the Queen of Earth and the King of Fire. I feel some of you are coming into a partnership with a really, really badass person. Like you're a badass and you're manifesting someone else who's really badass. I almost feel like this is a union of very powerful people, or two people who've really overcome very substantial things in their life. So maybe, Leo, if you have felt kind of frustrated, or you've kind of felt like you've had a hard time in your love life because you feel like it's hard for you to find someone who measures up to what you've been through, or who's going to be able to understand or appreciate the life the way that you do because of what you've been through, you're manifesting that person. You're meeting that person or coming together with that person. Those of you in an existing relationship, there may have been some kind of power struggle, and you guys are finally learning with that Six of Air, you guys are finally learning to appreciate that you two are two very alpha people, and that you can have a healthy, happy relationship nonetheless. But, it doesn't have to be a power struggle, right? That they can have their way of what's important to them, and you can have your way of what's important to you, and you can still make this work. Because we have a king and a queen here, right? But they're not of the same suit. They're very different. We don't have Queen of Earth and King of Earth. We don't have King of Fire and Queen of Fire. We have Queen of Earth and King of Fire. So there's some differences here, but coming together, it can be a very positive thing, right? So I kind of feel like you all are learning how to make things work, or you're learning how to make it benefit the relationship, the differences that you guys have. You're finding a way for it to strengthen each other. Okay, we have Two of Earth happening here. It doesn't surprise me at all. Two of Earth can be very, very busy energy. It can be a lot going on. So it could be that the Queen and the King are both very busy with what's happening in their life. Hence, maybe they're wanting to get away, take a little trip together, make time for each other. Two of Earth is asking you to try to find ways to make time to be together. It's also asking you to find ways to kind of compromise here. And so I think that's a beautiful balance that some of you are finding in an existing relationship. Those of you who are single, those of you who are trying to manifest a person, Two of Earth says you might be putting too much energy, trying too hard, in the sense that you might be doing too much with yourself. Like you might be trying to make too much changes about yourself. And Spirit is saying you don't have to. You don't have to do so many things at once, or you don't have to like try to come up with like a formula or a plan of how you're going to find this person. You simply need to be in your flow. You simply need to be in your energy. So it'd be very similar to the whole example of like a rose that blossoms, right? The rose bud blossoms and opens up to being that full rose. The bee picks up the scent and comes to the rose. The rose doesn't blossom and then grow feet and run around looking for bees. It doesn't do that. It just does its thing and the bees show up. So this is what Two of Earth is telling some of you Leos. Yes, you've been doing an amazing job working on yourself. Yes, you're making a lot of progress. All you need to do is be in your natural flow, and this person or this connection will show up. Okay? You don't have to go out of your way to make it happen. You just need to be you, do your thing. Don't try to force it by, oh, here's a really great place to meet single people, or here's a really good thing that I can do, or here's a really good website, or how am I going to do my dating profile? Just be you. Be you. Be in your element. Be in your moment. Be in your joy. And energetically, you're going to link up with this person. Okay? Next, we have here the Nine of Air. Okay? So Nine of Air is telling us, Leo, that some of you might be having a lot of issues with self-judgment and a lot of fear about the future, like a lot of uncertainty. You're like, but what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I think some of you are like either reconciling with someone or taking the next step with someone, or like wanting to call in a relationship, and you want to be in it, but you're very afraid about what the end result is going to be. You might be thinking way too much about what could go wrong. You might be thinking way too much about like why this person might not like you, or oh, well, what if I do this wrong, or what if I do that wrong? And Nine of Air wants you to know a couple of things. Number one, a lot of the things that you're worried about are possible, like maybe they're logical possible things, but that doesn't mean it's gonna happen. Okay, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Just because it's a possibility, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen. But if you keep worrying about it, if you keep stressing out about it, if you keep focusing on it, then you're going to manifest that. And Spirit doesn't want you to manifest that. So when Nine of Air comes up, it's asking you to have faith and to do what you can, what is in your power to protect yourself or to prepare yourself. And that which you don't have control over, you need to hand over to your higher power to take care of for you. You know, so just think about what you can't control and then just say, okay, you know, God, universe, angels, here are all the things that I'm worried about that I have no control over. I'm handing them over to you. Thank you for taking care of this for me. Sometimes Nine of Air could also be a lot of self-judgment or a lot of self-criticism that is preventing you from succeeding or giving something a try, you know, going for it. Like we see this, you know, this winged angel woman here on this high little mountaintop, right? And she's got all of these birds flying around her, like, you know, kind of showing her their wings. Like, hey, you have wings. You can do this. You don't have to be stuck here. Just, you know, flap your wings and you can fly like we're flying. And she seems to have some reservations. She seems to have some fears about it. Like she's just kind of closing her eyes and she's got her wings opened up, but she's really taking her time and taking the sleep. She doesn't realize that her wings are more than enough, that she's going to be able to fly, that she doesn't have to be stuck there. So Leo, I feel like with this card coming up, what Spirit is asking you to do to ensure the success of your love life is in the month of December, pay attention or try to focus on the really good things about you. The things that make you a really great catch, the things that give your relationship a possibility to work, or all of the reasons why somebody is going to want to be with you, right? Nobody's perfect. We all have things about us that maybe are not so fun or not so pleasant, aspects of ourselves, but we all also have really amazing things about ourselves, right? And those, for the right people, the amazing things about us are going to outweigh the less pleasant things about us. So you need to focus on what your pleasant aspects are, what your strengths are, what the reasons are for, somebody that's going to want to be with you, right? And stop having unrealistic expectation of yourself to be perfect in some way, because perfect doesn't exist, right? And even then, even if perfect existed, it's gonna be like beauty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. People have different ideals of what beautiful is. People have different ideals of what perfect is. It's all just kind of, it's subjective. So what you need to do is do what you can to just focus on what you like about you and all of the wonderful things about you the right person is going to be able to see, right? All of the reasons why you are a wonderful catch. So that's what you're being asked to try to focus on in the month of December, Leo. Okay, I really, really feel like a lot of you might also be coming out of a time of other people criticizing you, and that might be why you have the Six of Air. You might be distancing yourself from people that have been putting you down or labeling you or putting down your partner or labeling your partner, and you're coming out of that self-criticism and you're beginning to see yourself for who you are, what you have to offer, what makes you so great. And that's going to really benefit the relationship as you move forward, my darlings. I encourage you to watch the weekly forecasts. The weekly forecast can be very helpful for you with all that other stuff, the spiritual aspect of things, the, career, finances. I focus on that stuff in the weekly readings. Private readings are not going to be up until about December 15th. I'm still working on the 2020 videos. So once all that is up, then I'll open up the private reading calendar again, or the private reading appointments. But I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for receiving, my darlings. I'm wishing you a fabulous December and happy holidays. Take care, Leo.